KJ's moto has just gone to a new level. Have a go at this. It's a motorcycle lift platform. I've never even considered buying one before. I just sort of thought it was always out of my reach. But things happened, and it just happened for the best. Now this is the company here in Australia that sells them. It's HAFCO MLP-454 motorbike lift stand. Now I suppose in America it looks very similar, all the same as, what do you call it? Harbour freight, I believe, but we don't have harbour freight in Australia. That's an American thing. And maybe it all comes out of the same factory in China. Now it is a load capacity of 454 kg or 1,000 pounds. Now the ZX6R is going to be around the 200 kg. The Hayabusas, 240 to 260. I don't know what the TLR is, maybe just around the 220 kg. So it's all well under the maximum of this lift stand. It comes out of the crate pretty well assembled. You just have to put some of the smaller things on, like the front vise, this wheel stop there. That was actually around the other way in the diagram, but it just runs too far and the disc hits that. So I figured out I'll turn it around. And also adjustable while we're here. Adjustable position of the front wheel clamp so that you can have a longer wheelbase bike. But all my stuff is pretty short. The Hayabusa would be the longest, but that's still sort of like a medium in the world of motorcycles for wheelbases, I'd say. The TLR, it's a little shorty. This ZX6R, it's short. The GSXR over there, that's not too short. So it fits easily on that position there. Okay, now the material is all plate, light gauge plate. It's not a sheet metal type of construction, it is a plate, and I really do like how they've done all the diagonal bracing and the flat straps running across as well. So they've braced it nice, and now some of the other bracing is really good too, which like this, that little corner brace in there, that's a nice touch. Stop the flange from flexing backwards and forwards. It's quite well thought out. You've got a safety bar there as well, so it won't come down on top of you. Now what it is you've got the hydraulic ram and pneumatic pump as well, and you can also do it manually. Manually pump it over there and the release over there to the left. So it's air over hydraulic or just manually pumping the hydraulic there. That one there, you can see that there, that's where it's going to pump manually. And then the release is above. And I tell you what, the release is quite smooth in its operation. I'll show you in a second. You've got your, attach your tie downs there and there, and then up there. Now to put it on, you just do your normal thing as you would on a trailer. You just bring it up to the front and then put your straps on, and then just straighten the bike up with the straps. That's what I do on my trailer. And then you can just wind in the vise down here. I bet you it's got a square thread in there. And so when you wind it up, it stays, you see, because the load is on the square face of the threads. So you just crank it up and it doesn't come back until you wind it back. One side moves, the other side is fixed. And then you've got the front stopper so you don't go too far. It has this removable floor. It says in the instructions somewhere that this is for removing the rear wheel. And it's all braced underneath it. And it's all steel, like I said before. Doesn't bend or bounce around. It's good. Now, mounting on the ground. You've got solid steel wheels on the back here. And it's not a scissor type, this is actually like that pivot point down there, up to that pivot point up here, and pivot point there, and then another pivot point there. Sort of like a parallel, not those scissor type ones. So I suppose maybe if there's any sort of downside, and that would be in this, is that the platform actually moves forward when it goes down, and when it's lifting up, the platform goes in an arc. But I think this is a nice way. Scissor, yeah, could be a pinch point, but this is good. This is really good. I can't fault this. For the front, we've got the caster wheels for moving it around. And then we have the screw type of feet that's locked down onto the ground. You screw it down. Now these are really important. You can level up the platform on the uneven ground that I've got, unfortunately. So I like this a lot. Steel wheels down the back, and I make sure they're level. And the front, screw them down individually and make it the whole thing nice and solid. Give it a push. Hey, look at that. Now to go down, we can just simply push it down, and it's just so smooth down. And then to raise, we can just simply pump it back up again. Now the other way is to jack it up. It comes with the air fitting. Just plug it into your air. And it comes with the removable ramp for the platform. Now it's all nicely braced under there. All steel, all welded. Just drop it down onto the locating holes on the back, but I keep it off there. I haven't got much room, and I don't want to bust my shins with the ramp hanging off the back, but it just drops down onto the locating holes. So that's so easy. But it's good, and I can't fault it. For, you know, okay, you might, if you're in a professional workshop, a dealership or something like that, and a bigger unit again, but for an enthusiast at home, it's brilliant. And it's not too flimsy. I wouldn't want to go any lighter than this, because it's sturdy, it's good. You can wobble the bike around, but you can wobble the bike around, but the stand stays still. It's brilliant. And if you want to give us a like and subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. The channel's going really well, thanks to you guys, my subscribers. I really appreciate all the comments. There's some very knowledgeable guys out there. I'm really impressed. So anyway, we've got to get this bike together, and parts have arrived for the TLR as well now, so I've got lots to do, and this is going to make life for me much easier. This is awesome. I'm really impressed. Thanks guys. Catch you later. Bye.